Hey everyone, it's Amy. This is my 5-year post-op update video. I know it's been a year since I've posted anything. So much has gone on, and I do apologize. I apologize if I have not replied to you as far as comments or something. I had issues getting into my account for a while, so I couldn't reply. I finally got that all fixed and everything's good there, and so if I haven't, I apologize. I'm not trying to be rude or anything. I really just couldn't get into my account, which is also some of the reasons why I haven't posted any videos. Basically, I am now 5 years out. I'm still, I've lost over 200 pounds. I have gained a little bit over the last year. Some of it is marriage weight. Let me give you a brief just rundown. I was at 364 at my highest weight. I'm about 155 right now. My lowest weight was 135. I didn't stay at that weight for very long. Last year about this time when I was getting married and so forth, I was between 140, 145, which is why I say about 15 pounds that I've regained. I started with a 4X shirt. I'm in a medium small depending on the arms because I still have like this, all this arm issue. I was at a 30 pants and I'm in a size 6. So that's the basics. I've lost over 145 inches. I kind of lost track because I can't remember what I did with my thing to know exactly, but it was over 145 inches I've lost. So kind of like what's been happening over the last year. I did get married. I showed you guys a little video. Thank you all for the very sweet comments. So last year at my 4 years, they were doing the routine endoscopy to make sure everything's good. They found out that my stoma is stretched, and they call it like a defect in the bypass surgery. It's rare, but it does happen sometimes. And it's basically like, here's the little pouch, here's where it connects right here. So it's like a back door, and it is letting the food go through faster than it should. I get hungrier faster, and I can eat more than I should. So on the flip side, it could be the opposite. Some people's it goes too tight and then they have to, readjust it. So my surgeon gave me 3 options. 1, leave it alone. I was like, that's not an option, I'm gaining weight. 2, we could re-bypass, but there's so many complications with that. That was really a last resort. Or 3, put a lap band on. I'm not a huge lap band person. If you're lap band, please, I'm not trying to, I'm just not a fan of it. It wasn't something I wanted. But after we talked and we talked everything, I'm like, okay, so we went and had that done. I went in, had the band put in, and came home. The next day I was just not feeling so good, and I thought, okay, surgery, I was kind of hurting, and I believe I went in on a Wednesday or Thursday, I can't remember. By Friday, I was in so much pain. I called my surgeon, met him in his office. He had tried to give me like a local, to get rid of the pain because he couldn't figure out what was going on. Still, you couldn't even touch me. And I have a very high pain tolerance. So we went down to the hospital. He found out that the port was falling off of basically like the muscle inside. So that was the initial pain. Got that taken care of. Came home. About 2 days later, I was still hurting and I just wasn't feeling good at all. And then, so he told me to go down to the hospital so they can, basically like ultrasound and everything to see what was going on. And they saw an obstruction. Well, they couldn't really tell exactly what was going on. And so I was going in to be admitted to have surgery for the next day. Throughout the night, I started vomiting blood. Like the little bathroom trash cans. I had taken that with me to the hospital because I was throwing up all the time. I filled up almost more than half of it of just pure blood that I was throwing up. They couldn't give me anything more to stop the nausea, to stop the vomiting, to stop the pain. I mean, they were giving me everything, and basically if they give me more, I was just going to die of an overdose. The nurse, she was absolutely fantastic. She stood with me, but she said, I've never been scared for somebody, and I was scared for you. She's like, I didn't even know what to do. My doctor put me as first surgery that day. They went in, he's like, I'm sorry, we're going to have to take it out. I'm like, take it out, I can't deal with this anymore. I'm like, I'm done. Within 5 days, I had 3 surgeries, putting it in, having the port, and then having it taken out. He told me that when he went in, the band was slipping. It took the 2 sides of my intestines, was putting it up and over, and was strangling it off. He says him and his surgical team have never seen what this band did to me. He goes, literally, it was trying to kill you. He's like, you looked perfect. They have pictures of everything, how well it looked. He goes, even when he went in to look at the port, a couple days before, everything was fine. My body was rejecting the band. It was trying to get it out. It didn't like it. it was a very, very scary time. So everything's out. I haven't had any more surgeries to deal with, and I am trying to work the best I can with the way that my body is. And some of that is also why I've gained some of the weight. Again, it's not a substantial amount, but for me, anything going up freaks me out. I never want to go to where I was. I don't want to, you know, it's really scary, and it's hard for me. And so anyways, that's where that was, and we're dealing with that, and things are going. I just went for my 5-year visit with him a couple days ago, and he's very happy with where I am and what's been going on, and we just kind of talked and everything, and we were joking about, you know, some of the weight we were talking. I said, I have not been eating the best. I'm letting stress get the best of me, and he said, Amy, you're just like the rest of us now. You got to watch what you do. And it was just kind of funny because, you know, yes, I had weight loss surgery. Yes, my stomach is smaller. Yes, my intestines are rerouted, but it doesn't give me a free pass to eat crappily. It doesn't mean that I don't have to exercise. I'm basically now, just like the regular public, I have to watch what I eat. I have to eat healthy and make healthy choices. I need to know when is when. Say enough, you know, even though it tastes so good. So, you know, although, yes, I am a weight loss surgery success story, I work at it all the time. And when I don't, I'm gaining weight. So, you know, don't think that this is a free pass and, oh, you took the easy way out. You don't have anything to do. No, and now it gets harder each year. I have had a few small complications. I have issues with my blood sugar at times. 95% of the time is if I'm eating too much starches or too many, like, simple carbs. My blood sugar spikes super high, then it goes really low within a half hour. And so I have to watch that. It is not all the time that reason. Again, it's a thing with bypass. They don't know why. And they're just kind of coming into light about it. So, you know, I talk with my surgeon. We talk about things that I need to do, how to, you know, what I can do to maintain and so forth. Again, to me, yes, it sucks, especially when I don't feel good because of that. But where I was to what I am today, I'll take it. My health overall is fantastic. My cholesterol is perfect. Everything inside is functioning the way it needs to. My blood pressure is perfect. My heart rate's even really low. I mean, they ask me, are you a runner? And I'm not. I mean, things are just fantastic that way. What else? But yeah, so some of you had asked how things were. The unfortunate thing is because of, you know, where they were cutting so many times, I have this really now yucky long scar on my stomach, which I haven't had any scars from the, you know, bypass. I mean, I did it in the beginning, but they faded and they were gone, and so now I have this really big one, and no big deal. As far as the skin, I went to several surgeons. We thought one was going to go with my insurance, but they take the PPO part of it, and I have the HMO part of it, so that didn't work. I've had people talk about the burn center to me. Burn center it's a myth. They don't take the skin like I have, especially when it's stretched, because the elasticity is gone, and they can't use it the way that they need to. So I do appreciate, and I did happen, I've called, and they don't. You know, that would be great if they did. But, so, as of now, I have not had that skin stuff taken care of. I want to. It gets, you know, it's summertime here in Vegas, you know, it's 100 and something, it gets sweaty, it's rashy, and I do the best I can, you know. I've seen a whole lot worse, people's rashes, you know, but it's still something. Whether it'll ever get done, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't have that kind of money. I have kids. So, you know, last year we saved a bunch of money, but we got married. That was, you know, what we did. And so, I don't know. It is what it is. I'm happy with things the way they are. But I was just kind of just going over things over the last 5 years. And I was thinking, yes, so many things that I lost. But not all of it was good. You know, I got divorced during the process. Okay, fine, that's over. I've now got a terrific, awesome husband that I love with all my heart. But during some of this time, I lost my self-respect. I lost who I was. I lost just my way. When I started dating, things that people would say to me, you know, I had comments like, oh, I've never dated a big girl. How do you know you're not going to get fat? You're going to lose more weight, right? Like where I'm at now, I was told that a couple years ago. And then And I felt like I was never going to be good enough. No one's going to love me for me because I was that fat girl and you know, whatever. And my husband obviously has completely just revamped my thinking, and he is just awesome, and he kicks me in the butt when I still get down on myself. But then I sit here and think, okay, we're going to take just any female. Are you going to be upset when she gets fat because she has a baby? It happens. I mean, most of us don't bounce right back, you know, and I definitely didn't after my kids. Can they guarantee they're not going to get fat during the relationship? You know, there was so many things, and it just hurt, and I didn't even know how to deal with it. I'm coming to process with things now. But it's been an interesting journey. I don't regret anything of it. I wouldn't change a thing except for doing it earlier in my life, which I've said several times, because I was such a prisoner within myself. I watched life happen, and now I'm a part of life. I'm so active with my kids, and you know, and I just enjoy life now. Not every day is hunky-dory wonderful, but from where I was 5 years ago today to now, no. I truly love where I am and what has happened. I appreciate those that support me on here and that say great things. Those of you that are negative, I'm sorry that you feel the way you do. That is your opinion. My life, my choices, this is what was best for me at the time, and I would do it again today if I was in the same situation. So I appreciate you watching. And I appreciate the comments and the questions. And again, I apologize if I did not get back to yours. I was trying to go through all of them. Just know I appreciate you taking the time to watch and to comment. If you've had surgery, I hope that things have turned out great for you. Anyways, have a fantastic day, and thank you guys. Bye.